Fellas, listen up. In the modern dating world, time is your most valuable asset, and there's nothing worse than investing your energy, your focus, your emotions into a woman who's not serious about you. She's hot and cold. One moment she's flooding your phone with messages, laughing at your jokes, asking about your day like you're the center of her world, and the next she's distant, cold, almost like a stranger. You begin to wonder if you did something wrong. You replay conversations, analyze your texts, and overthink every interaction trying to make sense of the shift. But the truth is, there's no real reason. Her inconsistency isn't a mistake or a byproduct of her being busy. It's deliberate. It's a method to keep you emotionally invested while she remains emotionally detached. The hot version of her, the sweet, affectionate, flirty one, is designed to hook you. It gives you a glimpse of what it could be like if she were serious, and just when you start to relax and feel confident, she pulls away. That sudden coldness triggers your anxiety. You start chasing, trying to win her back to that warm place she once let you into. That's exactly where she wants you, off balance, uncertain, craving her validation. The truth is, a woman who genuinely likes you won't make you guess. You won't need to decode her emotions or question your place in her life. When someone is truly into you, they make it known with consistency, reliability, and clear effort. But a girl who's playing you thrives on emotional highs and lows. She wants to stay in control, and the easiest way to do that is by giving you attention in doses. Enough to keep you hoping, but never enough to feel secure. It becomes a cycle. You become addicted to her moments of warmth, and in doing so, you tolerate her periods of coldness. And what's dangerous about this dynamic is that over time it chips away at your self-worth. You start thinking you're not enough, that maybe if you do more, text more, chase more, she'll go back to being sweet. But that's the trap. She was never consistent because she never intended to be. She only gives enough to keep you in the loop while she entertains other guys, other options, or simply enjoys the power she has over your emotions. A woman who is serious about you will never use attention as a weapon. If you're constantly left confused, questioning, and chasing clarity, it's not real interest, it's manipulation. Recognize the pattern early before it drains your energy and damages your self-esteem. You deserve steady, clear, and honest interest, not emotional mind games that leave you second, guessing your worth. She avoids labels and commitment. This is one of the most common, yet most misunderstood signs that a girl is playing you. It doesn't always sound like outright rejection. In fact, it often comes wrapped in charming phrases like, "Let's just see where this goes," or "I don't want to ruin what we have by putting a label on it." And at first it can sound open-minded or even deep, like she's someone who wants a natural connection to grow without pressure. But over time you realize something's off. Months pass, you've invested time, money, emotion. You've been there for her, supported her, treated her like a priority. But nothing changes. She continues to keep things undefined. And every time you bring up where this is going, she dances around the conversation. She gives vague responses or shifts the topic. This isn't about protecting her heart. It's about protecting her options. She doesn't want to commit because commitment means accountability. It means she can't casually talk to other guys, can't flirt freely on social media, can't entertain the next opportunity that might seem slightly more exciting. She enjoys all the benefits of your loyalty without giving you any in return. You're effectively locked in, emotionally loyal, but she's free. It's a one-sided situation disguised as freedom. And when you finally question it, when you say, "Where do we stand?" she might gaslight you, make you feel like you're rushing things or being insecure. She flips the script and makes it seem like you're the one creating pressure. But the reality is, someone who genuinely wants you won't hesitate to claim you. When a woman knows your value and sees a future with you, she doesn't delay it. She moves with clarity. But a girl who's playing you keeps it blurry. She wants you around for the attention, the comfort, the stability, but she never plans to fully commit. And over time, that lack of clarity starts to eat away at your peace. You begin to doubt where you stand. You feel like you're in a relationship, but you're not allowed to call it that. You're loyal, but she isn't. You're emotionally invested, but she's emotionally unavailable. It becomes a game where she sets the rules, and the rules are always designed in her favor. If you find yourself stuck in a situation where you've been seeing each other for months, even years, and she still avoids the topic of commitment, that's not a sign of compatibility. It's a red flag. She's not afraid of labels. She's afraid of responsibility. She doesn't want to be held accountable for how she treats you, because deep down she knows her intentions are not genuine. Don't fall into the trap of being emotionally loyal to someone who's keeping you as an option. If she avoids commitment, it's because she doesn't want to give up her ability to play the field while still reaping the benefits of having your loyalty. She only comes around when she needs something. This is a glaring sign that she's not interested in you but in what she can get from you. At first, it's subtle. She might call you when she's bored or text you late at night when she has nothing better to do. You might think she just enjoys talking to you, that you're her go-to person when she wants company or comfort. But over time, you start noticing a pattern. She never initiates conversation unless there's a reason. She doesn't show up when you need support, but she always seems to appear when it benefits her. Maybe she needs a ride. Maybe she wants to vent about her problems. Maybe she's hungry and hints at wanting to go out. She makes it sound casual, but deep down, you know, if there's nothing in it for her, she wouldn't be calling. She uses you like a tool, emotionally, financially, or socially. You're the fallback plan, the backup emotional support system, the guy who's always just there. When she needs someone, when life is good, she's nowhere to be found. But when things go south, when she needs a boost to her ego or someone to fix a problem, suddenly you become important, and the worst part, she does it in a way that makes it look innocent. She might compliment you here and there, act extra sweet when she's in need, but it's all transactional. She gives just enough affection to make sure you stay in her orbit, to keep you on the hook, but never enough to make it real. Her attention is a calculated move, a strategy to maintain access to your resources, your time, your energy. It's not just about money or material things either. It could be emotional labor. You're the one listening to her drama, giving her advice, validating her when she's feeling down. But when you're the one who's having a rough day, she's too busy. She doesn't return your calls, doesn't ask how you're doing, doesn't show up when it's your turn to need something. That's not friendship. That's exploitation. A woman who genuinely cares about you reciprocates. She listens, she gives, she shows up. But when a girl is playing you, everything is one-sided. She's not interested in building with you. She's only interested in what she can extract from you. And let's not ignore how she disappears right after she gets what she wants. She might act warm and present for a day or two, but once her needs are met, she fades again, back to ignoring your texts, back to being too busy to see you. It's a cycle of sudden interest followed by cold detachment. And you're left there confused, wondering if you imagined the connection. But it was never a connection. It was a transaction. Eventually, if you're not careful, you'll start to normalize this imbalance. You'll begin to believe that your role is to always be there, always provide, always support, without expecting anything in return. You'll start to mistake her occasional affection for genuine interest, when in reality, she's just using you to fill the gaps in her life. This kind of manipulation wears you down. It makes you feel unimportant outside of your utility. You're not seen as a man with value, just a service she can access when convenient. Pay attention to how often she gives without asking, versus how often she takes. If the only time she makes an effort is when she needs something, she's not interested in building a relationship. She's interested in maintaining a supply. The hard truth is this: if she only comes around when she benefits, she's not your partner. She's a parasite. She flirts with other guys in front of you. This isn't just about harmless fun or being friendly. This is a calculated behavior, and if you're paying close attention, you'll see that it's often done with purpose. It's not accidental. It's not something she's unaware of. It's intentional, and it's used as a tool to test you, manipulate you, and assert power in the dynamic. When a woman is genuinely into you, she respects your presence. She wants to make you feel secure, appreciated, and prioritized. But when she openly gives attention to other men in your presence, laughing at their jokes a little too hard, getting touchy, or making sure you see her responding to flirty comments on her phone or in public, that's not just disrespectful, it's a form of dominance. She's trying to show you that she has options. She's sending the unspoken message: you're not the only one who wants me. This isn't confidence, it's control. She wants you to feel uncomfortable. She wants you to react. Whether it's by becoming more jealous, trying harder to please her, or confronting her so she can twist the narrative and make you look like the insecure or controlling one. It's all part of the game. She feeds on the emotional chaos it creates because it gives her a psychological edge. While you're overanalyzing her behavior, questioning your worth, or wondering why she needs attention from other men when she has you, she's sitting comfortably in the position of power, pulling strings, watching how far you'll go to prove yourself. And let's be clear, there's a big difference between someone who is naturally sociable and someone who deliberately seeks out male attention at your expense. If she knows it bothers you and continues doing it, or worse, amplifies it after you bring it up, that's not carelessness, that's cruelty. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's creating competition, keeping you on edge, making you feel like you have to constantly earn her interest. That's emotional warfare. You woman doesn't feel the need to validate herself by making her man feel replaceable. She doesn't flirt with other men to provoke reactions. She makes her man feel chosen. But a woman who is playing you thrives on confusion and insecurity. When she flirts with other guys in front of you, she's not just showing you where you stand, she's rubbing it in. And if you tolerate it, you're silently giving her permission to keep disrespecting you. Over time, it becomes a pattern. You might even begin to normalize it. You start telling yourself she's just friendly, or that you're overthinking. You suppress your instincts and silence your discomfort just to keep her around. That's the trap. She conditions you to accept less, to lower your standards, to stay quiet when you should be walking away. Flirting with other guys while being involved with you is one of the most visible signs of emotional disloyalty. It's not about being insecure, it's about recognizing blatant disrespect. If she can't even be loyal in public or while you're right there, imagine what she's like when you're not around. Her actions are telling you everything her words won't. No one who truly values you will ever play with your pride, test your patience, or compete for your position. If she needs to entertain other men to feel special, she's not ready for a real man. She's addicted to attention, not connection. She never asks about your life or your future. This is one of the most overlooked but telling signs that a girl is emotionally disconnected or simply using you for her own benefit. At first, it might not even register as a red flag. Maybe she seems fun, spontaneous, easy to talk to, and the conversations flow. But if you really stop and analyze it, you'll notice something missing: depth. She never digs deeper into who you are. She doesn't ask about your goals, your dreams, what keeps you up at night, or what you're working toward. She doesn't show genuine curiosity about your background, your struggles, or your victories. Everything stays surface level because she's not emotionally invested. She's not trying to understand your world. She's just orbiting around it when it's convenient. A woman who truly values you will naturally want to explore your mind. She'll be eager to know what drives you, what you're passionate about, where you see yourself in 5 years. Not because it's small talk, but because your vision matters to her. When someone is truly interested in you, they want to know everything that makes you asterisk you. Asterisk, they want to know your history, your wounds, your growth. But when a girl is playing you, all of that feels irrelevant to her because she doesn't see you as a long-term investment. She's not trying to be part of your future. She's trying to make use of you in the present. She might be fully engaged when the topic is asterisk, her problems, her past, her drama, her day. You may notice that the entire dynamic revolves around her life, while yours is treated as a background detail. You could be going through a serious situation, family problems, career stress, or personal victories, and she won't remember, won't ask, or won't follow up. That's not forgetfulness, that's indifference. That's emotional detachment. She's not building with you. She's simply keeping you around for what you can offer in the moment, whether that's attention, validation, or material support. And let's take it further. When someone genuinely cares about you, they'll remember the small things. You might mention something in passing, and days or weeks later, they'll bring it up again. That's how you know they're paying attention. But when she constantly forgets things you've said, or seems uninterested in hearing about what you're working on or what matters to you, it's because she's not mentally or emotionally present. She might even change the subject when the conversation shifts to your life because it doesn't serve her agenda. She wants the relationship on asterisk, her terms asterisk, focused on asterisk, her needs asterisk. And the more you give without noticing how little she gives back, the more you feed into the illusion of connection. You might try to justify it to yourself. You might say, she's just not that talkative, or she's not into deep conversations. But that's not the truth. People ask questions and dive deep when they care, when they're intrigued, emotionally drawn in, and serious about someone. If she's not interested in the man behind the actions, she's not interested in asterisk you. Asterisk, she's interested in the role you play in asterisk, her asterisk life. And once you stop playing that role, she'll detach effortlessly, because she was never attached to your essence in the first place. A real relationship requires mutual discovery. It's not just about time spent together. It's about emotional intimacy, curiosity, and growing into each other's world. If she never makes the effort to understand yours, it's because she never planned to stay long enough to be a part of it. She keeps you hidden from her real life. This is one of the most powerful, but often unnoticed indicators that she's not serious about you. It might not seem suspicious at first, especially if things between you feel fun or casual. Maybe she tells you she's just a private person, that she likes to keep things low key, and at the start you might respect that. You might even think it's a sign of maturity. But as time goes on and nothing changes, no introduction to her friends, no mention of you on her social media, no effort to bring you into her world, you start to realize you're being kept in the dark for a reason. A woman who is genuinely interested in you, proud to have you in her life and thinking long term, won't hesitate to make you visible. She'll want the people close to her, friends, family, maybe even co-workers, to know about you. She'll find ways to bring you into her daily life, whether it's tagging you in a story, inviting you out with her friends, or casually mentioning you in conversations. She won't feel the need to hide you. Because when someone truly values you, secrecy doesn't feel necessary. It feels unnatural. They want the world to know they have someone special. But when she's playing you, secrecy becomes a tactic. She'll keep things in a bubble that only exists between the two of you. You're not allowed to cross into her personal circle. You don't meet her friends. She never mentions you to anyone. If you suggest going out in public together, she might dodge the idea, or worse, seem irritated. She might claim she's not ready or doesn't want people in her business, but deep down you sense it's something else. The truth is, she's keeping her options open. She doesn't want to be seen with you because being seen with you would complicate the other connections she's trying to maintain. Guys she's flirting with, attention she's collecting, or simply the image she wants to project as unattached. And think about this. When you're hidden, it means your position is unconfirmed. You're easy to deny, easy to walk away from, and easy to replace. If anyone ever asked her, she could claim you're just a friend, or nothing serious, and there would be no evidence to say otherwise. That gives her all the power, because you're investing emotionally in something she's already prepared to exit without consequence. The secrecy also breeds anxiety. You start to wonder why she never brings you around, why she always seems to avoid situations where your lives could overlap. It creates an imbalance, because you're likely open about her, maybe even told your friends or family, while she's acting like you don't exist. That emotional divide hurts over time. You feel like you're part of a secret she's ashamed of, not a man she's proud of. It's important to understand the difference between being private and being hidden. Privacy is about protecting intimacy from the noise of the world. Secrecy is about deception. If she's never showing signs of integrating you into her life, it's not discretion. It's a sign she doesn't see you as someone with staying power. And if you continue to ignore that reality, you'll keep giving your time and heart to someone who's only giving you a carefully curated version of herself, one that exists behind closed doors, and one that disappears as soon as she leaves your presence. If you recognize even a few of these signs, it's not something to brush off or make excuses for. A woman who's genuinely into you won't play games, keep you confused, or use your loyalty against you. She'll show up with clarity, consistency, and respect, because that's what real connection looks like. But if she's constantly shifting the power dynamic, keeping you guessing, or giving the bare minimum while taking the most, Then it's time to stop hoping she'll change and start respecting yourself enough to walk away. Time is your most valuable asset. Don't waste it on someone who only sees you as a convenience. You deserve a woman who chooses you fully, not someone who keeps you in emotional limbo while she entertains other options. Be sharp, stay aware, and never settle for half-hearted affection when you were made for something deeper.